I have created 11 videos in my content challenge. A little celebrate right there. I want to give you all of the insights and results I gained from this experience so you can start on and get faster and more results quickly when you start your content journey. So let's dive right in. The biggest problems that I had were definitely navigating every day a video and the script and everything needed around the production and editing part, because if you have a full job or you are self-employed and you are working more each day, and then you come home and you want to eat something, and then you're maybe pretty lethargic and heavy or tired, you don't feel like making any videos. I definitely can understand that, and it can be pretty stressful, but I swear you guys, this was the biggest opportunity for me because I really learned to express myself and I learned to get started. And this was the biggest part for me because it's always a thought in the future and in the distance if you don't start doing it, right? And also real life gets in the way sometimes. For example, this weekend we had the girlfriend parents visiting and you want to spend time with the family. So doing this after a family event and after work sometimes took me till 3 a.m. in the night to edit everything and get everything out for you guys. And on top of that, I had some real problems with my software. Maybe you saw it in one of the videos where I complained about it, because guys, it's so awful if you take 2 hours of your time to record something and to make it really good, and then all the files are lost or some of the files, and you can't use the rest of the files and you have to do the recording again. And the last thing I really had troubles with was improving each day, because taking the time for scripting, production and editing was already so much work to do. But then going to watch some other videos on how you can get better and implementing this, it was just too much. So I still tried to do my best and I still improved along the way, I think. Maybe because of the experience, but also because I watched some YouTube videos while eating or while I was at the toilet. But this was just great to do every day and to have a goal that you improve, because the faster you can improve, the better you will be and the more soon you will reach your goal, of course. So what will you get from this video? You will get all the exact numbers of my analytics tab in YouTube Studio, and of course you get all the saucy learnings I had along the way. Maybe you don't understand yet why the learnings matter that much to me, but I'm actually building a lead generation business that has a focus on social media. So I need all the learnings and all the experience to apply it to my client work. I've been studying lead generation for 2 years now. So this is really a great time to just apply all the knowledge, because the theoretical part of my journey already has been too long. And the thing that I noticed along the way, learning all that theoretical content, is that I just love learning and love seeing all the data points and creating a framework out of this that I can not only apply myself, but also others can use it to grow their business. Okay guys, this is not a part where I show you all the data. I don't want to let you wait any longer, so let's dive in. Alright, so this is my dashboard and here you can see my latest video performance, views 0, impressions, click-through rate 0 and average view duration 0. This is exactly what you can expect from the first few videos, guys, because first of all, you will learn a lot in the first few videos, but probably the video quality, the thumbnail and the title is not good enough yet. And of course, you have probably not that many subscribers yet, so this also plays a big role. If we go into the content tab, then you can see I already made a few videos, don't watch those, guys. They are really cringe and way older. But I had to unlock them because it's all about the journey and I don't want to hide anything from you guys. So I had those two videos and those two were posted on May 6th and May 7th. So before the challenge. And then you have these few videos. I think they are 9 videos now. Yes, exactly 9. And those were posted day after day. All right, and the last thing before we go into each video analytics, I will show you the general analytics tab. And here you can see over the time, let me just take the filter to also show the 2 videos. Here you can see I started with 0, 0, 0, then I posted 2 videos, I got 2 views, and then there were none, 2 views again. I don't know why they appeared, but maybe because YouTube still tried to recommend this on the For You page. And then you can see I started posting the challenge. And if we go again the last 28 days, you can see I posted each day and there's one big spike. This big spike happened because I actually posted an Instagram story that I make YouTube videos right now, and seems like 28 people clicked on the link I shared in my story, and then you can see the organic views again. So yeah, if you just go here and just look at this part, then you see a little bit of organic growth. It's too early yet to really compare those because you need a bigger time frame. And what I saw is definitely really interesting. And later on, I will share with you guys the exact numbers and principles I learned from this experience, because there's something about the algorithm you really have to understand if you are starting out. The last tab before we go into the individual video analytics, let's go to the earnings tab, and there you can see no earnings were made yet. If you want to earn something, you can start with a few features like the memberships, suppers and shopping. I think this is something like TikTok Shop. And you have to prove your eligibility first by having 500 subscribers and posting 3 videos in the last 90 days to unlock this. And you also have to prove one of the following criterias, which are 3,000 public watch hours or 3 million public shorts views. And then you can make the real money with paid ads and short feed ads. And for this you need 1,000 subscribers and either 4,000 watch hours or 10 million public short views. Alright, so now you know the criteria for starting to earn, and let's dive into each video of my challenge. And I swear you guys, this is really interesting what will come. Starting off with my first video, the introduction video, that got 9 views since it was published, and I got 1 subscriber. Here you can see just an overview, but if we want to dive in deeper, here it gets really interesting. So if you go to the Reach tab and look at the impressions, then you can see, as it tells here, total number of times your video thumbnail was shown to viewers since the video was published. So YouTube is actually suggesting your content to a For You page of someone using YouTube. And if the thumbnail and the title convinces them to click on it, then you have a new viewer. Out of those 2 metrics, the click-through rate gets calculated, and this is one of the key metrics you really have to watch out for. So if your click-through rate is high, then you have a good thumbnail and a good title. As you can see, it gets more and more. So I believe YouTube will just keep on suggesting the content to other users. Here you can see how the viewers find the video. So it can either be through the channel page, then it can be through direct from a link, from a browse feature like the home screen, and then other YouTube features. On the right you can see a funnel with all the impressions, how many views you got, the click-through rate, and the average view duration. This duration part is also really important because these two metrics give YouTube the information to decide if your videos are relevant for their users. So you definitely should try to keep them as high as possible. First of all, this part is for the title and thumbnail, as I already said, and this part is about your script and your retention rate over time. So you have to make cuts or keep it interesting in the things you say. You can also use different perspectives of cameras and zoom in, and all of these tricks I will definitely make a video about, so subscribe and follow in so you don't miss out. Alright, let's look at the next one. Here we have episode 2 with 36 impressions, 8.3% click-through rate, and for viewers we see the average view duration is a little bit less than the other video, and also the click-through rate is a little bit worse than the other videos. So you can see it still gets recommended, but not that much like the other one. Alright, let's dive into the next one. This is where I started the 30-day challenge and I had 30 impressions, 6.7% click-through rate, and the average view duration of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So the watch time actually got better, and because of this I think I still got more impressions, but as you can see, compared to the oldest video, it didn't got that many impressions. So I think YouTube is still recommending the video and collecting data on all of this. The fourth video actually got 28 impressions, 7.1% click-through rate, and 11 seconds average view duration. And the fifth video got 161 impressions. So now you can see it's definitely changing a lot, and maybe the thumbnail and the title was way better, because actually guys, I really don't understand it yet, but I will definitely understand it if I have more data points, and I will keep reviewing this after some time passed so I can also give you all of the insights. As you can see here, you can increase the chance of YouTube suggesting your content by increasing your click-through rate and your video watch time. But actually, if I look at the click-through rate and the average watch time, then you can see it's less than the other videos. Especially the first one had way more, but it still got recommended even more. So it's probably because of the thumbnail and because of the title, and maybe because in the beginning many people clicked on it. I want to be honest with you guys, I just noticed another metric that is really interesting. Actually, here it says YouTube search terms, and if I type in content creation tips, then it seems that my video gets recommended from YouTube. And this is probably why I got those amounts of impressions. And here you can also see video traffic from suggestions that appear next to or after other videos and from links in video descriptions. So it says why I started this journey and why you should too. Best export settings for Premiere Pro 2024. Which ChatGPT AI model is best for you? I don't know why the Premiere Pro and AI model video suggested this, but it's really interesting to see that there are a few videos that seem to be connected to this one. The next video is actually a video that got no views at all It still got 67 impressions, but it seems that this thumbnail type I tried was not good enough. Maybe I should change it. I should definitely change it and use the A/B testing more. But as I said, guys, I had too little time to take advantage of all the features. And I would say it's still more important to start posting content than to start using all of the features and overthinking it. I will definitely use it, and I also heard that you can take the video down and post it again with another thumbnail. So I will maybe try this, or just put in a new thumbnail because there's an editor where you can switch a few things, or even just take the details and put in a new thumbnail here. So as you can see, it's not always easy and not always straightforward. There are definitely some things that are pretty direct. For example, the packaging of this, definitely people didn't like. But if we move on, I got back to the old strategy, and here you can see the view count 15 more than usual. This is my most viewed video because I posted it on my Instagram story. So if you have a following count anywhere else, then you should probably use that. I didn't want to use it because I didn't feel comfortable sharing it yet that I made a challenge with all the people I know. But at some point, you don't care if your content is seen by the people you know or not. And then I just posted it in my story. And here you can see the impressions still were 21 impressions. So YouTube didn't suggest it that much yet, but still there is a 14% click-through rate. So this is pretty good. And here it even says 15.8% click-through rate. I actually don't know why it says 21 here and 19 here, but the average view time is 19 seconds, which is not that great. And here you can see Instagram where I posted it. In the engagement tab, you can actually see the audience retention. So this graph is really important. And if you have a fall off here, then your video is not interesting enough and you failed in the first 10 seconds. And this is probably the most important part. So you should get your hooks right. And that definitely also counts for me, as you can see. In the audience tab, you can see the returning viewers, unique viewers, and also the device type, what I find really interesting. Because I posted it on Instagram, most of the people watched it on a mobile phone. But here you can see TV and computer is usually also a big portion. Here you can see the geographies, where the people that viewed your video came from. And of course, Austria is a big part because I'm from Austria. If you compare it to any other video, for example this one, and we go to the audience tab, then here you can see it's more people watching on the computer than before. All right, let's go even further in. We have a few videos left and a few facts left. There's one video, I don't know which episode this was, I think 7 or 8. We had a reach of 15 impressions, 6.7% click-through rate, and average watch time of 29 seconds. So you can definitely see I'm not that good yet in scripting or speaking, and people don't watch the videos that long. If I go back now and just compare all of those, here you can see build your audience avatars. Here I tried a little bit something different in the thumbnail, something with a little bit more glow to it, and make it interesting and drive curiosity by blurring the actual document. And I wanted to give away in this video a really good AI prompt, so you can create your audience avatar by just using this prompt and typing in it and copying it into ChatGPT. So here you can see a 5% click-through rate. And the next one also was a little bit of an outlier because I had 7 impressions and 6 views. So 28.6% click-through rate, which is pretty awesome. I actually don't know how much of those views are from myself, because I always try to see after I posted the video if it really worked and I can click on the video. So I'm probably also a bad viewer because I don't view the video all throughout, I just test it. And here you can see my last video with 3 impressions and no views at all. And I really think it's interesting because, as you can see, the newest one with 3 impressions, then 7, 20, 15, 21, 67, 161, 28, 30, 36, 49. So it's really interesting. It's just going down, of course, for the newer ones. And then we have this outlier that just really hit great. And after that, it also tried to recommend the content, but it instantly flopped, and then I had normal impressions again. It was really interesting for me. I hope it was for you too. And now I want to just list all the most important learnings that I had from this experience. So the first one is, of course, packaging. As you saw in the outlier video, the packaging was great. It said start simple, grow fast. And then with the title, the easiest way to start creating content, I wish I knew sooner. Somehow this part, and maybe even the text, was just great, and the algorithm just catched on recommending it. So if you want to get a better click-through rate, you will have to get a better title and a better thumbnail, because this will definitely drive more impressions, and the cycle goes on and on. The second most important thing is the retention rate. You can see the retention rate in the engagement tab, and then if you scroll down, you can see how your video performed and where the viewers dropped off and clicked off to another video. And this is very important because it also pushes the algorithm to recommend your video more. Because if you make interesting content that keeps the viewers on the platform, then you will play in the hands of YouTube, and YouTube will reward you with more impressions. Things you can do here to improve that are cuts, video angles, speech, script structure, and the content itself. The third thing I want to talk about is the frequency, and what I learned is that it doesn't help at all if you post daily. It is more of a tool you can take for yourself to keep yourself accountable and to start going and make experience as fast as you can. Because out of these learnings, you can apply them in the next video, and then you will get way better results. It definitely helped me to build the habit and to stop overthinking, because I'm always overthinking about everything. And there I just had a time frame, a set limit, and then I had to do it to get to know all the processes and be as efficient as possible. Fourth, I want to talk about my personal experience, because this was a real fun adventure for me, guys. And I definitely had to learn to focus on the system, not the outcomes, to not get demotivated by not getting any views. But if you take this as a journey and adventure, you for sure have some great fun. And of course, for me, it was always hard to post on social media and generally in the public, because I had the fear of being judged. But going beyond my limits and seeing myself thrive was just really awesome and made me feel so happy. So I can definitely recommend all of you guys to just try it out, start posting, and then you will just see that it doesn't even matter how people think of you, and you can just share your journey and maybe inspire others. Okay guys, this video is already way too long. I hope you guys learned something and you want to join the journey where I create my path and show how you can create yours too. And it would definitely mean the world to me if you could subscribe and leave a like. If you have any questions left, then write them in the comments and I will answer each one of them. And if you want to know how you can start out, then click on this video. Bye bye. Hey guys, this is just a test. I want to see how the audio quality is with my AirPods in this beautiful park for dogs with my cutie. Puppy. And yeah, let's see if this works out and I can make a great video for you guys. See you right after I check the sound for this one. So the audio from my AirPods sucked ass. I have to try the audio for my iPhone now, but I'm not quite sure if it's not too windy. Otherwise I have to go back into my station and yeah, make the content from there. Next time I will definitely remind myself to take my microphones with me so you have this beautiful view behind me. Let's check it too.